So, do you guys remember when Seven Deadly Sins Grand Cross released and Netmarble ended up secretly adding a mode where you could change the game from portrait to landscape? Well, the new Tower of God game also has the exact same feature, and honestly, it's kind of impressive. And so I do think this game is probably going to end up getting a proper PC release at some point soon. So this is Tower of God New Journey. Basically, Netmarble was given a license to Tower of God, and they were just allowed to create kind of similar to what Grand Cross was, but instead of having a more in-depth gameplay, this game is basically equivalent to what you would consider an idle game to be. And so I wonder if it is something that I'll spend a lot of time on, but today we're just going to do some summons, and then we're going to show off kind of what the gameplay is all about. So currently, you can see here, the game has several different rarities. The main thing is that SSR Plus will be the one that's the strongest. SSR would be the next rarity down, and then otherwise would just be all of the other characters. A lot of the SRs are viable inside the game, and so it's kind of a team building game more so than one where you would focus on just getting the highest rarities and destroying everything, at least as the game starts. So it's just how it is. Regardless, I'm going to go ahead and put 40 tickets into this and get the final copies of whatever. Unfortunately, we will get a SSR Plus guaranteed, but we can't choose what SSR Plus it's going to be. So I'm just going to hope to get more duplicates of the healer that you can see over on that side and pray for the best. Now, this game's summoning animations, we kind of just know if we're getting anything based on his eye. So if his eye sparkles and it's just blue, these things aren't going to do anything. We can ignore it. We're just going to skip this first one because we know it's going to be only an SR. And obviously, the SR designs are literally the guys on like the first floor that no one ever learned the names of. It's like the random sniper guy, the turtle man. That's another shaft. Okay. Yeah, I've never had it where it actually fakes out. This game also has content from season 2 and onwards, and so it seems like they're adapting more so the webtoon than the anime at the moment. There we go. That's what we're looking for. All right, so gold, I believe, is the only chance of getting an SSR. We can get more than one in this first one, so let's see how it goes. Yeah, we got 2. You can see it changed right there. Come on.
Whether Shinsu hurts or heals depends entirely on me.
That is the healer girl. Yeah, I want to get a couple of duplicates of her because she's actually really powerful. Someone in the comments was actually mentioning this as well. I wonder if we'll get a second one.
I'd rather fight fate than betray my team.
Is that Kun? No, it's Hots. Oh, their design inside this game for Hots is actually a lot cooler. They gave him like extra drip for some reason, but I definitely respect it. That's my first copy of him. I'll definitely take it. God, he's so cool. I wish he did more inside the actual manhwa. I can't think of a lot of moments where he was super hype or around. I'm just gonna skip this one. I'll say it might fake out, but we'll see. No, it didn't. I think you can only fake out when you get a 5-star by default already. All right, looks like I can select the percent rates for the SSR bonus. Come on. Jihad! 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 Oh. Okay, okay, okay. Wait, can I just keep on rolling it? Oh my god, I can just keep on rolling it. It isn't a selection. I can just keep on doing it. I don't know if there's a limit to this. Can I, if I press again, is it going to? No, it's fine. It's actually a free selection. That's really interesting. I was originally planning to reroll for that Evan, the SSR Plus version. But apparently if you can just select him off of that, that's great. Okay, that's fucking rad. Holy shit, that's actually fucking rad. Why does Karaka look cooler inside this than any other moment inside the entirety of the manhwa? So it looks like you can only re-roll the result one time. So if you do get the character you're not looking for, you can re-roll it, but we got the same one twice anyway. That was a really cool animation. Hell yeah. But in that case, I now have 2 SSR pluses that I can rock with. Luckily, inside this game, the way that they do levels is actually... They kind of normalize levels, if that makes sense. And so if you pull a character, they'll kind of be normalized to the level that your lowest character currently is. So here, we're going to go into a level right here. Got to go to 5-8. I actually have been stuck on this one for a little while. And we're going to focus on element and auto team. It's like it's giving me the hots, but the element that's good against this level right here isn't the Karaka or the Mascheni, both of the SSR pluses that I have. But I'm more likely to beat this level using the elements that are positive than I am to use like higher rarities, which I think actually is pretty intuitive in terms of game design. In terms of an idle game, it's a cool way of designing it. It kind of reminds me of Nikke. But you'll see here, this is just how the gameplay, it is the slowest frame rate in the world. This is just what the gameplay is, pretty much. You're just watching them like auto battle. You can see these guys' animations. I'm glad I pulled that chicken. That's so fucking weird. It has the same problems that Seven Deadly Sins originally had when it released on mobile, where the landscape mode does have like blacked out corners, as if they didn't expect people to rotate the screen. So I found that to be kind of funny. Inside Seven Deadly Sins, they used to do that, and they would store characters that weren't being used inside individual scenes, like off to the side, and they would just be T-posing. It's really funny. But yeah, I want to keep on going with this. I want to see an example of Karaka's skill, honestly, but all these levels don't want you to use Karaka. But yeah, because this game also has the built-in elemental buff if they're all the same element, I do think it's substantial. Oh, that's so cool. I haven't seen a lot of these animations in landscape, actually. That was rad. Yeah, I pulled the knock a little while ago. Oh no, I think I tossed $1 in to get the free one.
Even in the most serene waters.
This one actually looks pretty good inside landscape. Yeah, obviously, if the SSRs all have those skill animations and are this fancy, like a Nox, so it's Black March and Green April. Green April's ability has like the full animation of her summoning the creepiest fucking thing I've ever seen. Reminds me of Neferpito's like Nin ability. Here, is there any game modes I can choose where I would be able to show off Karaka? Oh, I can do my mock battles actually. I just chose Conquest, but this one's more so an auto clear game mode where if you beat it once, you can just auto clear it once every couple of days. So it's not too bad. This game is basically expecting you to hop on it like once every 18 hours to just do a couple of dailies and then hop off. So it's more so meant for a side game, which I do like. I'm a big fan of that. Here, we're gonna do combat power. It'll have both Karaka and Mascheni. And let's just see their animations and stuff. With the quality of these animations though, I'm actually kind of proud of Netmarble and what they've done. Unfortunately, they're regarded as one of the more poor companies in regards to how they release games, the ways that they actually like balance things, and they tend to be very generous at the start of a release of a game. So right now they're giving gems out constantly, and then they get a lot more stingy as time goes on. Mascheni?
I'll hit with everything I've got.
This is the data one though. So this data Mascheni is the one from the hidden floor. So it's actually a different one from the fully adult version, which is even cooler. Yeah! Okay, you guys probably don't know Hor-Yang just yet, but I love him inside the manhwa. He's one of my favorites. Karaka? Yeah! Reign of Darkness. Holy shit, they like hired a really hardcore voice actor. I imagine it's probably going to be the same VAs as season 2, right? I'd be really curious, actually. Also, they shorten the animations of the ultimates once they use them once. And so it's one of those things where it's like Dokkan, where it's like once a day you'll see the full animation and then they shorten it so that it makes the battle a lot faster. It's like Karaka's about to die. Both Hor-Yang and Karaka are both like tanky units, it looks like. So Karaka was able to like absorb the damage there and send it back at the enemies. Kind of interesting. Mas Chenny's a damage dealer. Yuri Ha and my other one, Hor-Yang, or not Hor-Yang, Yuri Ha and Rock. Actually, Rock is a tank too. I probably should have replaced him. Never mind. Yuri Ha's my almost only damage dealer alongside Mas Chenny then. Here, but I just want to explain the systems a little bit. Oh, one sec. Alrighty, we're back. Sorry about that. Otherwise, I want to talk about the mechanics inside the game a little bit, because it seems like it has a cool foundation. So it has exclusive equipment similar to how Hero Kantare does. So every one of the characters that are mainstays inside the game will have like those things that make them especially great. But it also counts for every single one of the SSRs as well. And so it seems like if you have a character you really like, you just have to go for the unique skill, like exclusive equipment, and then make that one of the mainstays of your team. Otherwise, they have like equipment sets based on what the second indicator is. So the first indicator is the element. The second indicator on the portrait is, I don't even know what it is. Like basically just class. I wouldn't know how else to put it. Combat power. Yeah, it's basically just class. So you can see it's between 1 of 6 of the ones here. I don't even know what these two are. Huh. I think it's more than 1 of the 6 then. Oh no, never mind. It's based on physical versus magical damage. Interesting, I didn't even know that. So in the other Tower of God game as well, they split physical and magical damage down the middle. So some characters have higher resistances to certain ones. Kind of makes sense. Yeah. Otherwise, the main feature, this is the OC by the way. This is the new character that they introduced as the game OC, which is probably going to be substantial in the future. In terms of upgrading, this is most of the system you'll see. I'm just going to turn off my camera for a second. So you can see level up on the bottom right here. Basically, you're trying to normalize your levels to a certain level. So I would personally put my EXP into the middle one right now to be able to get her. I guess 83 is much higher than I expected, but now my lowest level will be 64 always. And if I click that, 65 always. And so it just kind of works like that. Otherwise, you can also upgrade the individual classes of the characters and give them higher stats. We're going to do that to the left 2 slots. You'll also notice they store the rest of the menus on the sides. This is definitely made as if it's going to have a PC client in the future, which is really interesting. All right, we're going to upgrade them a couple of times. Once everyone gets up to C, it increases pretty much your entire team's damage by a good amount. And this will just be consistent. I do wonder if you can get soul stones like these, soul crystals, from any way aside from pulling though. They also pop up like constant sales inside this game. The Netmarble way, truly. I'm gonna claim my free one. Is this getting soul crystals? No. So it seems like it'll be kind of hard to get soul crystals unless you are someone who's pulling quite often, which is a very, very scary thing considering that I plan on not spending any money beyond the point I've done so far. I'm just gonna let this game sit on the side. I'm just gonna keep on letting it grind and see how it goes. For now, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys want to see more content on this. Honestly, I think it'll be mostly pulls in the future anyway. For now, take it easy, have a good one, and bye for now.